Welcome to Adda 24/7. We are in the champion series for CAIIB preparation targeting June 22 exam. We are covering all the important topics, all the chapters of CAIIB. What we are doing is we are covering the one important topic and one case study if possible, or the objective questions as the case may be. So today we will be covering time series. In today's lecture we will be covering one important theory topic and one case study, one or two case studies if possible. Okay, so stay tuned till the end. Firstly, I would suggest download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. Also download this Officers Adda join this Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. In this app you will be getting all the details of your of latest banking exams, plus the study material, plus all the video lectures, plus classes, everything all in one go. Even now you will get the Macmillan books, isn't it? So why do you go here and there, right? Just download this and enjoy. Yeah, education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned. Means whatever you learn it, by heart it, and then you forget it, and then what remains is education, isn't it? So here we have two prime packs, CIB prime pack and JIB prime pack, test pack basically. Okay, so 1500 questions for CIB and 50 plus tests for JIB also. So go for it. Discount of 22% is going on. Use this code Y432. Remember, this code is the key to your success. So remember this for every purchases. Okay. Now let's start with the topic directly without wasting our time. Time series. Okay. In time series, basically there are four types of trends. One is secular, cyclical, seasonal, and irregular. Basically here, there some books can give you more than 4 trends also, but we have to stick to our exam syllabus. In our exam, CIB exam, we have only 4 trends. So think of only these 4. Okay. So secular trend. Now secular, what is the meaning of the word secular? You might be hearing this word every now and then in the news now. Secular, right? But remember, that secular has nothing to do with this secular. We have to focus on our studies. Okay, so always remember, a human being should always focus on his work and not on all the politics going on. Okay, move on. So secular trend means what? Change comes over a long period of time. There is a very long period of time. Okay, means if you consider the Sensex from 1960s till now, that is the secular trend. From year to year there is a fluctuation, but there is a steady increase in the trend. See here, understand this concept. There is a steady increase. Okay, means in short run there will be a fluctuation up and down, but in the long run it will always be up. The steady price in the cost of living recorded by consumer price index is a good example. Means always remember the inflation or the cost of living, it always goes up, isn't it? So year and sales of the company 2000, 2001, 2, 3, 12, 15, 17, 21. See here, it's constantly going up. There may be some year in which it will go down. Okay, but in the long run, if you, this is only for 4 years I have taken. If I take this for, let's say, 50 years, then in some years the sales will be down, but in the long run it's always up. Okay, that is the meaning of the term secular trend. I'll show you an example for this. See this. This is S&P 500. Means you can call this BSE also, Sensex also. If you look at the trend, look at this graph. There are certain downs over here, there are certain ups over here, similarly downs again, ups over here. But in the long run, what is happening? It is over here and now it is over here, right? So it is going up. So this is the meaning of secular trend. Okay, always remember this. Okay, now second part, cyclical trend does not follow any regular pattern. Example, fluctuations in business cycles, irregular periods, and high or low amplitudes. Now what do you mean by this? Fluctuations in business cycle does not follow any regular pattern means what? Let's say if there is some fashion going on, right, of some dress code or something, there are various fashions going on. So can you predict that this fashion will go on for 2 months, this fashion will go on for 6 months, for 5 years, 10 years, something like that? No, right? Similarly for businesses also. If there is a depression, what are the 4 stages in business cycle always? Tell me. Recovery, then prosperity, then recession, and then depression, and again recovery starts. It goes on and on. But can anyone of you tell me that suppose if I am in the prosperity stage, right? For how long will the prosperity stage remain? Can anyone tell me? No one, right? Because why? That is a cyclical trend. You can never predict for how long this trend will remain. Similarly, for the example I gave you for fashion you can't predict that the fashion will remain for 10 years or 5 years or what 2 months also. Okay, so that is cyclical trend. Now what do you mean by this? The description of this is irregular periods, means the duration is irregular. If some business cycle of recovery may be for 2 years, then the prosperity may be for 10 years, or the prosperity may be for 6 months also. Okay, so irregular durations and high or low amplitudes. High or low amplitudes means what? Up and down. Amplitude means what? The difference between the up and down, the trough and the this crest we call it, right? So the difference between the two ends, right? For example, over here, see this. If I consider this as a secular trend, these short ones can be called as a cyclical trends. So if I consider for only this short period, short part, this much part, so I can consider the amplitude at this point to this point, means this difference is known as a cyclical trend and the amplitude. Okay, so cyclical trend, got this point? Everyone type yes if you have understood this. Type yes. Everyone should type yes, only then I'll get the confidence that you have understood it. Okay, next, seasonal variations. Now this is similar to cyclical trend. Okay, similar but not same. Pattern of change within the year. Example, flu patients are more in winter and rainy seasons. Hotel bookings are more during summer seasons, right? Now year also ups and downs, cyclical trend also, seasonal also ups and downs. But there is a difference in seasonal. Within a year, it follows in every year. Means whenever rainy season comes, the clinics of the doctors are full. All that flu patients, fever patients, everyone, right? Every rainy season, same thing. Whenever summer seasons comes, hotel bookings are full, right? So every year it happens. So this is known as seasonal variation. So what is the difference between cyclic and seasonal? Cyclical, you don't know the duration, and here you know the duration. Otherwise it's same, means up and down, both the things. Okay, last is irregular variation. Now irregular variation means what? You don't know anything about this trend. For example, floods, drought, terrorist attack, means unpredictable. Can you ever predict that when anyone of you remember, does anyone of you remember when were the last floods in your city? No one, right? Many of us have not even seen the floods in our lifetime, right? So this is irregular trend. But if I have not seen the flood in my lifetime, does it mean that next year it won't be flooded? Can't say. Terrorist attack. There is no terrorist attack in any city, let's say, for years together. But can you say that there won't be any attack in the next year? No. So that's why this is known as irregular variation or irregular trend. Got this point? So everyone got this point? Secular, cyclical, seasonal and irregular. Type yes if you have understood it. Type yes fast. Fast. Yes, 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 yes. Now getting the answers. Okay. So that was the important theory point. Now we'll come to the case study. Now understand, you'll always get confused between the time series case study and correlation case study. Always. Okay, because both seem to be similar. Now how to define whether this is the time series case study or whether it's a correlation case study? Check my lecture yesterday, correlation. Okay, in correlation, if you see the case study, I have taken case study at that time also. If you see the case study, there you will find that there are two variables, x and y, dependent and independent. X is always independent, y is dependent. So what do you find in correlation is both x and y vary differently. Means if x moves from one point to other, the other point won't be the same amplitude. Okay, so both move unevenly in correlation. But in time series, X always moves evenly. Always, always, always. Always moves evenly. Evenly means after 93, 94, 95, 96, 97. So X will be in the sequential order. Okay. So let's go. Now we have got this point. Time series means what, and correlation means what. Correlation both will move separately, not evenly, and time series X will move evenly. Got this point? Type yes if you have understood. Type yes everyone. Okay. Why do I say always type yes? So that you all are attentive. Otherwise I am just speaking and nobody is listening. Then it's not worth, right? It should be a two-way communication. So let's move on with this problem now. A time series data for 9 years for the sale of tables by a furniture mart is given below from 1993 to 2001 sequentially. So 9 years data is given. In exam, remember, you won't get the question for 9 years. Max to max you'll get it for 5 years, not more than that. Okay. So 93 to 2001 sequentially. So these are the numbers given. So which is X and which is Y? Always remember, X is independent, year is always independent, and sales are always dependent, right? So this is X year and this is Y sales. Okay. So what have we to do? Find the linear equation that describes the trend of the sales. Same, Y equals to A plus BX as in correlation. Okay. But here always remember, you will get this Y equals to A plus BX. It's a simple answer because you will always get the answer of X as 0. Okay. Let's see. Give the forecast for 2003. So I know up to 2001 the sales. Can I predict for 2003? Yes, I can. Okay. How? Now remember, to solve this problem, always remember two thumb rules. Always check if linear equation is asked. Means Y equals to A plus BX, linear only. No parabolic should be asked. If parabolic is asked, do not try to attempt the problem in exam. It's very difficult and it's not worth for 1 mark. Okay. So always see to it it's linear, and check number of items. If it is even, then multiply by 2. So how many items are there? 3 plus 3 6 plus 3 9. So odd items are given. So do not multiply by 2. If the number of items are even, you multiply it by 2. Okay. Remember these two thumb rules and then go ahead. Now let's solve the problem. See here. What have we to do? We have to first find out X and Y. Okay. Y is directly given the sales, but X is not what is given. The years are not X. We have to derive X from this. How to derive? See here, plot this year. Year is 93, 94, 95 up to 2001, right? All these years are given. What do? You find the mean of average of these. How to find the average? See here, they are in sequence. So find the middle one. 1997 is the middle one. So find the middle and write it over here. Mean. All of them are same, 1997 only. Okay. Now what do you do? Now subtract each year from the mean. So 1993 minus 1997. So minus 4. Similarly, this is minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, and go on and on. Now important point which you notice over here. If I add all of them, what will I get? Minus 4 will get cancelled with plus 4, minus 3 will get cancelled with plus 3, and so on and so forth. Okay. So everything will get cancelled. So X, summation of X, summation X, okay, that is 0. Okay. Summation X becomes 0. Now if I get summation X 0, so one part of my equation is solved immediately. Now go for Y. Here, is the number of elements even? No, odd over here. If they would have been even, then you would have to required to multiply this X by 2. Multiply this, whatever that figure is comes, multiply it by 2. Okay. Now move on. Y equals to sales. So I've given the numbers of sales. So what do you do now? Just multiply X into Y. So minus 4 into 175. Similar, it becomes minus 700. Similarly for others, minus 3 into 190. Minus 570, and so on and so forth. Okay. Again add each one of this. Okay. Total. So done with this. Next, X square. So square, whatever you get it as X over here. So X square will always be positive. Let it be minus 4 or plus 4. So 16, 9, 4, 1, 0, again 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 9 and 1, 4, 9 and 16, right? Same thing is getting repeated over here. So just add this again, summation x square, okay? Now next, once you have got this, what next you have to do? Always try to write the equation first. Y equals to a plus bx, okay? What is the formula for b? Yesterday what did I tell you the formula? Covariance of xy upon variance of x. That is the formula. You can use that formula also. What is the formula for covariance? Summation xy upon n minus x bar dot y bar. What is variance of x? Summation x square upon n minus x bar square. So here if you see this formula, you just multiply this n on both the sides. So it becomes what? See, you get this formula. Summation xy minus n x bar dot y bar upon summation x square minus n x bar square, right? N gets cancelled because it is common to both now, right? Or you can use this formula also, it doesn't matter at all, okay? Even if you use the same formula, it doesn't matter, okay? Now look at this, n into x bar dot y bar. What is x bar? X bar means average of x. So what is total of x? 0. Now if total of x is 0, what will be average? It will be 0. So you got this point as 0. So n x bar dot y bar is 0. N x bar square, again that is 0. So what remains now? B equals to my summation xy upon summation x square. Do we have these figures? Yes. Summation xy is this 119. Summation x square is this 60. So 119 upon 60, roughly 1.98. So approximately you can say 2. So now we have got b equals to 2. Now once you have got b equals to 2, we have to find a. How to find out a? See here, put the value of y bar, b and x bar in this equation. Y equals to a plus bx, okay? So y bar is what? Do I know y bar? See this over here, 1702 is the total upon, how many were there? 9 years, na? 4 and 5, 9, okay? So 9, so 1702 upon 9, right? So where did you get this? See this, I have solved it over here. So y bar equals to summation y bar, summation y upon n, 1702 upon 9, 189.1. Take approximately 189 only, forget this 0.1, okay? So 189. So now what have you got? You have got this y bar. Now we put the value of y bar, means this 189, put it over here, see this. Therefore y bar I know it now, 189, okay? Now what is the equation? 189 equals to a plus b into x bar. What is x bar but 0. So this part becomes 0. So what remains now? Y bar is 189.1 equals to, see this, a equals to 189.1, or forget this 0.1. 189 minus this x bar is 0, so this becomes 0. So a equals to 189. Now I have got a equals to 189, got this point. So in this equation now I am having both a and b. So what does the equation become now? So a equation becomes y equals to 189 plus 2 into x, isn't it? Now I got this equation, and this is what was required over here. See this, find the linear equation that describes the trend of the sales. So this was required over here. So that's why once you get this linear trend, y equals to a plus bx, that is y equals to 189 plus 2 into x. And what is the next question? Calculate a forecast for 2003. Now how to calculate a forecast? Here again do the same logic. 1997 was the mean. So what you do is 2003 minus 1997. What is the answer? 2003 minus 1997. The answer is what? 6, isn't it? So input the value of x as 6. You get y equals to 189.1 plus 2 into x. So write it 6 over here. So you get 189.1 plus 12. So you get a 201.1, or you can roughly write it 201. So this will be the sales in 2003. Okay. So that was a point. That was a case study to be discussed. Importantly, remember you will get this case study for 5 marks in exam. And how the 5 marks will be divided? The 5 marks will be divided with, like, x bar over here will be what? 0. So that is 1 mark. Value of b is what? 1 mark. Value of a is what? 1 mark. What is the equation? 1 mark. what is the sales figure in 2003, 1 mark, right? Like that it will be divided. Okay, so that was the point of discussion for case studies. Also let me check, this is another case study. Okay, this case study is simpler one. You are given 4 years and 4 seasons, and what cash circulation. So we have given given you the percentage of actual moving average of the following tables from the bank data describing the amount of cash circulation. So cash circulation I am having it. Calculate the seasonal index. That is very easy. Seasonal index here. Plot this part, year and seasons. Plot all these 4 as given in the question. So add them, sum. Find the average. Average means 404 upon 4. Okay. Now we got this. We'll call this as A. Now total the average. 101, 101.25, 101 and 101, 101, right? Total them. So you get 404.25. Now find the average of averages. So 404.25 upon 4. So this will call it as AA, right? So total upon 4. So you get it 101.06. Okay. Now we have got this 101.06 as AA, and you have got average of each. So now the seasonal index is A upon AA. So each one seasonal index I'll find it out. How? 101 upon AA, 101.06 into 100. Okay, so it becomes 99.94. Similarly for other also. A 101.25 upon 101.06. So it is 100.19 into 100, of course. So it becomes 100.19%. Okay. So similarly for others also. So this is how the seasonal index question comes to you. And again this will be for 5 marks. Means 2 of them will be asked over here, then AA will be asked to you over here, so 3 marks over here, and some seasonal index will be asked, and then some sum will be asked for any of the years. Okay, so this way the marks would be divided. So I would always suggest join our ABM, BFM and retail classes which are going on. Okay, BFM has just started. Okay, there we cover almost every case study. Here we have a time limitation, right? Also we have this JAIIB batch, English medium and bilingual batch. Tell your friends to join. Why? Because remember, you all have cleared JAIIB. That's why you are in CAIIB. So you can definitely tell those guys also. Okay, tell your friends to join this retail batch. Okay, always use this code Y432 to get the discount of 80%. Always use this code. Remember. Now how to get this discount? See here, type Adda 24/7 in your taskbar. Okay, what is on the front page? You will get all the details. See this, banking, insurance, JAIIB, CAIIB. Click on JAIIB, CAIIB. Okay, once you click on JAIIB, you will get this JAIIB, CAIIB, Mahapack, JAIIB, CAIIB, all this. So click on anything. You can click on Mahapack also. In Mahapack, it's the best. The best thing about Mahapack is for CAIIB Mahapack, you get 4 teachers advantage. See this, read this, see this, read this. You get 4 teachers advantage. Live classes of more than 500 hours, 4 batches of ABM, 3 batches of BFM, 3 batches of retail banking. So everything you are getting it. And at what rate? See this is the cost 28,499 and view offer. Just click on that offers. What is the code? Did I tell you? Y432, right? Apply this code and see what happens. See this code, you'll get a discount of 80% now, right now going on. If you do it today itself, you'll get it 80%. So out of 28,499, you're getting a discount of 22,799. And what is the fees? 5,699. Now this 5,699, if you clear CAIIB, in how many months will it be recovered, right? So roughly the increment which you get is 1200 to 1300, even if you consider 1200. So 12 5 is 60. Within 5 months you will recover the full funds, and whatever remains throughout your life, whatever you will be getting is yours. And in this fees, what are you getting? 4 teacher advantage, all the classes, 4 teacher classes for ABM, BFM. Okay, so is it not worth? So go for it immediately. I would say go for it. Okay, so I'll stop over here. See you tomorrow again with some another topic. Okay, bye from my side. Also join the ABM BFM retail batch which is going on fast.